Alec here, and today we'll be making the twiggeroni shrimp pasta. It's one of my favorites, it's one of my specialties, and I'll be teaching you how to do it today. First, you need all your ingredients, so go to the store, pick them up and buy it. First, you need some cooked shrimp. Usually, I buy them already cooked, thawed, and usually peel them up myself, but today's economy, money's a little tight. I went with the cheap bag, you know, standard. You need 2 sticks of butter, depending on how big you're cooking, maybe 3 or 4, depends. You need a box of your favorite pasta, doesn't matter what kind, any kind suits you. You need, I go with usually a whole thing of chicken broth, usually big, but I went with 2 cans today since it's going to be a little bit smaller. You need some parsley flakes, you need some Old Bay. I went with the blackened today because it just, you know, gives a bam kick. And you need some salt for your water. So basically, now that you have your ingredients in stock, basically I'm going to tell you how to make it now. Start with your butter, just slap it right in there in the pot. Basically it's going to simmer a little bit, don't be scared, you know, happy. High heat, you know, so it simmers good, you know, that's how it works. Basically you're going to let that butter melt and create a perfect sauce for you. Basically then you're going to take your shrimp, and you're basically just going to open the bag, of course. Or if you're peeling your shrimp, you know, peel the shrimp, make sure there's no tails and all the funny little legs on there, you know. Basically what you're going to do is you're going to let the butter melt, and as soon as the butter melts, you're going to slap the chicken in like BAM! And it'll be all good. Basically so that. So now I went with a pound of shrimp. Basically what you can do is you're just going to slap them in there like that. These are frozen, so they're going to take a little bit of time. Closer. And you're going to let them cook until they're cooked. So now that the shrimp is getting all nice and cooked like, basically what you can do is you're going to take your Old Bay, blackened, and just go BAM! And kind of just stir it around a little bit, and you'll add that just a little bit more throughout the cooking process. So basically now that your shrimp is cooked to the desired perfection, basically what you're going to do is take them out, I'll put them on a paper plate over a paper towel, let them dry out a little bit, let them cool down. You're going to take your chicken broth, and you're basically just going to pour it right in that same pan where you had the shrimp before cooking. You're basically just going to pour. Now as you can see, I have the pot of water on for the pasta, getting ready to go. You're going to want to put that on after you take your seafood out of the initial dish. Put some salt in there to help it boil a little bit quicker. Basically what you can do is now is you're going to let the chicken broth just cook, and that's going to be the base of your sauce. Basically what you can do is you can take some parsley flakes, and you can throw some parsley flakes in there. You know, kind of adds a little bit of flavor and a little bit of a precious little green look to everything. Basically just go BAM, 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 BAM. Basically just add to everything. You're just going to stir, stir, and stir. And as soon as the water starts boiling, you can throw your seafood back in there. And basically just let the seafood soak in the chicken broth, and just all that goodness just soak right in. Make it all just a tasty, tasty little dish. Alright, now that your water's come to a nice little boil here, what you're going to do is you're going to take your box of pasta, and obviously, don't mean to state the obvious, but you put the pasta in the boiling water to kind of cook it, you know? You don't want to eat raw pasta. Kind of goes right in there just like that. You're going to want to pay attention to it for the next about 6 or 7 minutes, depending on how you like your pasta. Then what you're going to do is you're going to come over to the chicken broth here, and you're going to take your shrimp, your scallops. This sauce can be with scallops, can be with any seafood you like. Shrimp and scallops is usually what I cook with, but I went cheap today, so we're going to go with just the shrimp. We're going to put the shrimp right back in the chicken broth, the parsley flakes, right where they originally cooked with just the butter and the Old Bay. Basically what you can do is you're just going to set it right in there, and you're just going to let that simmer. You're going to let that, you know, that flavor draw right into the shrimp just like that. You're going to put a little bit more Old Bay in there, like BAM! You take a little bit more parsley flakes, and you're going to go BAM! BAM! Basically what you do is you're just going to stir it all up. You're going to turn it on about medium heat or so. and you're just gonna let it simmer while you watch your pasta. So now basically that your pasta's done. It's boiled, perfect, cooked. Basically what you can do is you want to strain it now. You know, you don't want all that water in there unless that's what you prefer, but you know, whatever. So you're basically just gonna sit there, you're gonna strain out all that unwanted water. Woo! Woo! Hot here. So basically what you want to do is you want to make sure all the water's out nice. So you're going to shake that pasta, you know, make it all right, and you take it over here and you're just going to dump it right back in that same old pan. That same exact pan that you had it in. You're going to bring it over here. What you're going to do then is you're going to take your contraction of your seafood and your chicken broth, and you're just going to go straight into that same pot. You know, take this over here. And you're going to stir it up. And there you have it. You have the twiggeroni seafood pasta. You're going to let that soak for about 5 to 10 minutes. You know, let the noodles absorb all the taste of the shrimp, the seafood, whatever seafood you have, and the chicken broth. And then you can serve it up. It's delicious. It's dry pasta. It's healthy. You know, butter's a little bit heavy, but it's good. Try it.